told Alex this yet today, but it's about a year to the day since I met him for the first time. Beautiful moment. It was a dream, wasn't it? Anyway, as you can maybe tell, the accent-wise, we're both from the North Pennines. And,
so we don't do technology.
So we don't do technology, we do coal. But this is an extract from a hopefully longer project which attempts to write about that landscape, and is also mindful of the fact that it's a landscape which is kind of poetically claustrophobic.
The Leaders. A gang of us at first, breaking into the mildewed football ground hours before dawn, scouring the lime-white terraces for an apt space to launch from, the concrete like the surface of the moon. In the powerful light of this in-between place, you see faces as if for the first time, stars, glances. The chinks in the cantilever stand allow some small rays to filter through. We don't know what we're doing. There are risings in the east we think must come stammering into life. We will die for kinship or fail forever in our sniggering selves. Here lies the largest congregation in the Western world. Miles above the paving stones, scintillating the leaves, our flares reignite the sky.
Back to the top. To know each white road that branches, maxims of fine light and thermal distortion, basically ceaseless range, no gist, of true prominence, the parent peak, it belongs to another massif. The imprinted tracks are slung to planes, also to lager cooling in a Beck's topple, electric fences sectioning moorland bog. I think that a duck's mouth found them, too young to tell of their fucking, or to spoil or militarise the excursion. 1 year only, the Americans took A-10s up there to mock strafe workers on a tree planting scheme, and the top is now collateralised. It sinks, no coincidence.
Mile Castle. Once we were full of plans. We lighted at the Mile Castle with love in our ears, and the carriageway echoed. Telecaster rain and software bluing where the rocks rook silently. Witherite crystallizes in the orthorhombic system and virtually always is twinned. Sourcing the phosphor in TV screens, naving the doxa from Rome, we swallowed earth in the Valon ditch. The border rises and drops. Here on the edge of an empire, the fells fall by each other in the night, and the gone world amounts to a body they cannot prise from our nails.
The Accord. The dark drop to the railhead does twice, in the shudder and the shudder, at the shudder, the shoulder shrugging, off or on, echoes of demand dicing, with maintenance and flaming moors. 5 years back I'd have gasped, pulled up, let the beams settle on the pass, canted. Recording amidst kitsch, even when taping stone, mill and lime, maybe especially in these ginnels. Supposing the ridgelines to know but to brace tighter at every inquiry, what's to be drawn to? Details of weathering on a capsized casing, the pinking plastic of a spent cartridge. Of Isla fan, fret over the incoming, but say always that you throw down in a sheepfold, if it came to it. Of Isla fan, in the shudder and the shudder at the shudder's a gear change, a finishing rope. Thank you. Thank you.